Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be ranking all of the abilities inside of Roblox Piggy from the absolute worst to the #1 best ability in the game. This ranking is based on how useful they are, how often you actually use them, and how much they impact gameplay overall. If you enjoy Piggy content like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to join my Discord server for updates, discussions, and more Piggy content. Let's get right into it.
Coming in at last place, there's actually a tie, and they both consider to the Team Energy boost. For the first one, it's the Team Energy Magnifying Glass boost, and the second one is the Team Energy boost. These ones do not help you at all, it just gives your teammates a boost. But half of the time, the people in the server don't even play, so these abilities are practically useless and not worth your time. I'd skip over these. Next up on our list, we have the Warp ability, and this ability is essentially just a teleportation trap, but for the player. It isn't bad, but it isn't really useful in certain situations, so I wouldn't really use it that much, and it costs 9 energy just to place one, which is not very ideal. Let's go to one of the more newer abilities, and that is the Invest ability. Now, this ability, pretty much what it does is it takes 5% of your energy and it invests it. That way it can grow to 1.5x faster on your energy scale thingy McBobber thing. You know what I'm talking about. And that's essentially what it does. It just makes your energy bar go faster, but you have to sacrifice some of your energy. It's not that helpful. Moving on. Let's move on to the Flare ability. Now what this ability does is that it blinds the Piggy when they walk near it. But here's the thing. The Piggy can still see the name tags when they use the flare. I'll put an example up on screen, so it's practically useless. I never use this ability, and you shouldn't too. Moving on from the flare, we have the Radar ability. Now this ability, pretty much what it does is that you can place it down anywhere on the Piggy map, and if an infected goes near it, it will track them and it will put a little red blotch exclamation mark on the top of their head. It is pretty useful. I'll show an example of it right here, but it can only go so far before you cannot see the Piggy, so it's not really useful in my eyes. Moving on, we have the Magnifying Glass ability. Now what this ability does is that it can track where any item on the map is, but there is a little flaw in that you don't really know what item you're gonna pick up is being tracked. Every item that is being tracked has a blue mark, so you don't know what key you're going to get if you go to that specific area. So it's not really useful in those terms as a magnifying glass, but that's just me. Moving on. Let's go to one of the more recent abilities, and that is the Disarm ability. Now, this ability, what it does is it takes out any trap the Piggy places down, but they had a nerf for this ability because in the beginning it was too overpowered. And fun fact, this ability was actually from the advent calendar, and I think it was on day 7. So yeah, that's why it's pretty low on this list. It's because it got a nerf, which it never really needed. Moving on to the Crafty ability. Now this was available during season 6, I'm pretty sure, and this ability pretty much is that it blocks a Piggy's path for 5 seconds. Now, this can be really helpful when a player is around, but if it's a bot, it'll find its way to move around it because it uses AI to detect where you are, I'm pretty sure. So, when it comes down to the player and the bot, it's more useful when the player is Piggy, but not when the bot is Piggy. So, I would recommend this ability. Next up, we have the Scanner ability. Now, this is miles better than the Radar ability that we previously talked about. And the Scanner ability actually scans out for a Piggy on the map. Whether it's a bot, player, swarm, infection, it will always scan out for the Piggies, and then it will alert their location with a red exclamation mark for 3 seconds. It is really helpful if you're trying to see if the Piggy is camping, so it's really, really good. I would definitely recommend this ability for people who are new. Next up, we have the Sprint ability, and this ability is actually the default one that you unlock when you first join Piggy. What it can do is that you can sprint for 3 seconds, and it is super helpful when you're trying to escape from Piggy in a tight corner, or you're just trying to escape the bot, that way you don't get caught if you're doing a speed run. It can be really useful in those situations, so I would definitely recommend it. I do use this ability a lot, almost in every single video I do. I always use this ability, so I highly, highly, highly recommend it.
Let's go to the camouflage ability. Now, this is one of my favorite abilities in the game because it can be super useful when it comes to bots. If you're playing a map, for example, the Holiday Spirit chapter, one I'm playing right now, the bot can be so annoying and the camouflage ability can really, really, really help you. Next up, we have the Decoy ability. Now, this ability can be helpful when you want to place your alternate decoy on a trap, or get it sucked into a trap. It can be really helpful for that. Or if you're playing on bot mode like me, you can leave the decoy to the bot. That way you can get by the bot if it's about really behind you or if it's in your way. This ability is super helpful and it always helps me out in sticky situations. So I really use this ability a lot. It can be really helpful, like the things I listed before. So yeah, I would really, really, really recommend this ability to you guys. And our final ability for this video is going to be the immunity ability. Now, this ability, you can use it for 2 seconds, and it'll prevent you when you run into the piggy. It will shield you from getting attacked, but you can still run into and get caught in the traps if the piggy does set it when you're near them. So be aware of that. This ability, I don't use it as often as I used to because of how much energy it requires it to use. The ability is really, really overhyped, so I don't use it as often, but it's still a really good ability. Now that I've given all the scores to all the abilities inside of Roblox Piggy, what is my favorite ability out of the bunch? Well, here we go. You gotta stick with the classics, right? Yup, my favorite ability is the sprint ability. It is the first ability you ever get inside of Roblox Piggy, and yet is the most beneficial. Juking out somebody is a really big skill you have to have in Piggy, and this ability just does it all. It's free, it doesn't cost that much energy, and it is really, really useful. Thank you so much for watching.